Hey guys, Erik Kyle here, publisher of Great Lakes Scuttlebutt Magazine, and I'm excited to be down at the Catawba Island Boat Show. The CIC show has been going on here for a long time. We love it because it's the first show of the season, and guess what I get to do? I'm wandering around, I'm looking for some fun and exciting new boats to report to you guys on. The Pandora Boat Company has delivered Hackercraft here in the Lake Erie market. I'm here with Rick Johnson. Rick, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Good. Tell us a little bit about Pandora Boat Company and the boats that we're sitting on right now.
Well, it came up, started, the whole idea germinated last fall. I sold one of my sailboats. I've been selling sailboats for 38 years to a customer, an avid yachtsman from Wisconsin. And when he was coming, my office is in Holland, Michigan, and he was coming over to see the boat I was selling him, and asked me if Grand Craft was still made there. And I said, well, at that time they were shut down.
Yeah.
And anyway, I said, but I got something much better for you. And I gave him a Hackercraft brochure. I'd been visited by the owner of Hackercraft and his number 2 guy in 2014, and because I was interested in the line then. And things just didn't work out, but I already had all the stuff, all the dealer program, everything. Anyway, my customer ended up going to Lake George, going for a ride, ordering a boat. And he sends me all the paperwork on it, and he says, what do you think about this? And I said, hey, I think it's a great idea. I said, and they were showing him a discount. I said, well, you know what? I can give you a much bigger discount if you want to order a couple, 2, 3 more of these things, and I'll do the selling, and you're going to get, you'll be getting your boat at dealer cost.
Love it. The Hackercraft line has been around for a very long time. These are unique, style-driven design, just absolutely beautiful boats. Tell us a little bit about Hackercraft.
John Hacker was a Dutch immigrant, and he actually became a naval architect first. Took formal training in naval architecture. So he understood hydrodynamics. He also understood engineering, which these boats are put together out of wood, but they have to absorb a lot of punishment, a lot of stresses, and they also have to be light.
Yeah.
And they also had to be easily driven, because the engines in 1908 were very, very weak.
Yeah.
And it took a long time. John Hacker became friends. He started in 1908, started building boats. You know, that's a remarkable, in Mount Clemens, Michigan. And Chris Craft had started in Algonac. Hackercraft started just south of that in Mount Clemens, and then eventually Gar Wood started building boats under his own name.
Yeah.
But he had been racing Hacker design boats and won 5 gold cups in a row.
This type of boat, you don't normally see a lot of these out on the Great Lakes. You see a lot of them on the inland lakes, but these boats that you have here at the show, they can handle anything.
Yeah, I mean, they're not the ideal boats for that.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't go out in severe conditions.
No.
But they can handle it. They're strong enough.
Yeah.
The engineering properties, and wood is actually still one of the strongest pound for pound of any material you can build out of.
Right.
Besides being the prettiest.
Now these guys are in Lake George, which is upstate New York.
Yep.
And you are representing this boat line throughout the Great Lakes?
Yeah, well, we're in Wisconsin, Minnesota, Michigan, and Ohio.
So Pandora Boat Company, you can acquire a Hackercraft if you're in one of those locations, whether you're Lake Minnetonka or anywhere throughout.
Right, and we don't care where you live.
Yeah.
It's where do you do your boating.
Right.
That's the important thing.
Right.
And then we're going to offer a full concierge style service to go with it. You know, we'll pick the boat up in the fall bring it indoors and get it touched up. Whatever it needs to do. If it's something we can't handle, we'll get it all the way back to the factory at Lake George.
Is this a pretty unique customer that would want a boat like this, or this isn't your typical fiberglass guy that's looking at a boat like this? Who is the typical customer for a Hackercraft?
Well, obviously the first thing is they're going to be pretty high net worth.
Yeah.
And it's funny, I'm getting as much, if not more, interest from people that are sailors.
Oh, really?
This is what I'm finding is they're knowledgeable, and they want something that still is exciting, but isn't flashy.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, and these are not flashy. They're
These
beautiful.
will turn heads in any marina that you go to, bar none.
Well, it's also it's the look, but it's also the sound.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And it's also the ride, because nothing rides like one of these classic wooden boats.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're narrow.
Absolutely.
Everything has gotten so beamy.
Yeah.
You know, these boats would be, this is 7'3" beam.
Yeah.
A modern boat like this would be 10 foot, 10'6".
It's like cutting through the water with a.
Oh yeah, you're not shoving it through the water.
Yeah.
It's and they're so meticulously designed that we don't use trim tabs.
Yeah.
The boats automatically assume the correct attitude through the water.
Now, I do know that you happen to be on the cover of a pretty popular boating magazine here this next issue, which we're super glad about. So check out your local Scuttlebutt magazine to find out more information about Pandora Boat Company and Hackercraft. Tell me where I can go, Rick, online to find out more information about the Hackercraft full lineup and Pandora Boat Company.
Well, the website is still being created.
Okay.
And as I said, we haven't been at this for less than 4 months now.
So you can check it out at Great Lakes Scuttlebutt for now.
But I've got the same art. Bill Wingle doing that operation for us.
Nice.
So it'll all be consistent.
So if I wanted to find out more about the boat line, I can just simply go to Hackercraft Boats?
Hackercraft is the best source right now.
Okay. Is it hackercraft.com? Is that the website?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So,
Or it might be hackercraftboats.com.
Either way, we're going to be able to find it. If we can't make it down to the CIC Boat Show, we're going to go to hackercraftboats.com, and we're going to keep in mind Pandora Boat Company represents Hackercraft here in the Great Lakes margin. So thanks so much. I appreciate it, Rick.
Yes.
And thanks so much for entrusting Great Lakes Scuttlebutt with introducing Pandora Boat Company to our valued Great Lakes boaters out there. We really appreciate it.
No better place to do it. Better place to do it.
Thanks. I owe him a six-pack now. Guys, make sure you go by hackercraftboats.com or hackercraft.com. Find out more information about the full lineup of all of these beautiful boats. You'll be stunned, amazed, awed, and you will want to go out on the ride. Pandora Boat Company can set you up with that, guys. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you out on the water.